If I were him, I'd be careful because Jose Ramirez is he's a Latino. You know how Latinos are, bro.
If you try to get crazy with Jose Ramirez, Jose Ramirez might take it. That's what kind of fight it is, I feel. You know what I mean?
I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Boxing pros are warning Devin Haney ahead of his fight with Jose Ramirez, stressing Ramirez's relentless pressure and power. Henry Garcia issued a strong caution to Haney, urging him to be careful. He highlighted Ramirez's toughness and nonstop pressure in the ring, suggesting that Haney might not be mentally prepared for the kind of fight Ramirez will bring, especially if Haney gets dropped during the bout. Garcia emphasized that Ramirez is no easy opponent.
Any fight. What's your thoughts on that fight?
If I were him, I'd be careful because Jose Ramirez is he's a Latino. You know how Latinos are, bro. They don't play. I don't know if he was fighting Duarte, I'd say he better step down because Duarte is no joke. But Jose Ramirez is no joke either. And I'm telling you, the guy is no pushover. He is no pushover. I've seen him fight. I've seen him work out a few times, and this guy is he's out there. He's gonna give Haney his work for his money. I'm telling you, he's gonna be on him. So I hope Haney's ready for it. You know, I'm sure his dad has done his research and all that about Jose Ramirez. I'm sure he did, but they don't know the fighter that he is. I do, and I'm telling you, what I meant, he's gonna get a run for his money. That's what I meant to say.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, who do you favor in that fight? Because obviously it would kind of, it wouldn't be a crazy gear up.
Garcia also mentioned that while Duarte would have been a bigger threat, Ramirez remains dangerous. He believes Ramirez can make Haney struggle if he lands clean shots, potentially shaking Haney's confidence and making the fight much harder for him.
Back now, it is what it is, but I would say that Jose Ramirez, if he cracks him, I'm worried for Haney because psychologically, I don't think he's still ready for it. I don't think he's ready for something like that because if he gets dropped, it's going to mess him up. Jose, again, he's no pushover. If he hits him and he catches him and he drops him, that's going to go bad for Haney.
Jose Ramirez is in his prime and an exceptional fighter, but also nearing the twilight of his career, according to boxing pros. Experts caution Devin Haney not to underestimate Ramirez's power, experience, and relentless pressure. Despite his stage in the career, Ramirez remains a dangerous opponent with upset potential.
Jose Ramirez, a guy who was absolutely fantastic in his prime, but a guy who I think is now in the twilight of his career. It's a good fight. These are good scalps for the boys if they can get through it. And then they can fight each other in October. And man, I think these are big money fights, especially that one in October. If they both get through their tasks here in May, that's going to be a big one in October. We're also hearing a lot of other stuff right in the fight game now.
Tank Davis shared his opinion on Devin Haney, stating that Haney was exceptional at 17. However, Davis believes Haney has slowed down due to his lifestyle, particularly partying, which has affected his focus and overall performance in the ring.
That video of you and Devin Haney sparring, people were going crazy over it. He was just a teen when that happened. How do you feel like his boxing skills have improved since?
I think he was best on his game when he was that age. I think he was like 17. I wasn't that much older than him. I think we probably like 3 years older, apart. But I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Thank you so much.
Boxing analysts have raised concerns about Devin Haney's durability despite his undefeated record. Experts believe his last fight exposed potential weaknesses, particularly regarding his chin. They see Jose Ramirez as a solid test, as he remains dangerous despite his loss to Arnold Barboza. While Ramirez isn't known for major power, his relentless pressure could exploit Haney's vulnerabilities. Some analysts are worried about Haney's move to 147, suggesting that if his chin was questionable at 140, it could be even more vulnerable against bigger punchers. This fight is seen as crucial in determining where Haney truly stands in the division.
Isn't Devin Haney kind of coming off a loss? I know he's not technically,
Yes,
but
yes.
this is the sort of get back opponent. I mean, look, in terms of opponents that Devin Haney could choose at this point, like, you could do a lot worse than Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, he's still, like, he lost to Arna Barbosa. I think he's still a dangerous fight for Devin Haney at this stage, especially if Devin Haney, like, this is when we're going to get some answers. But Devin Haney, he's potentially chinny. Like, we have to see how he holds up here. So I didn't expect him to get in the ring with like a power puncher. He's also been teasing that he's going to be a welterweight, that he's going to be at 147, which is funny because he didn't really spend that much time at 140 at all. We'll see. If this is at 147, then you probably feel less confident in Devin Haney, not particularly for this fight, but going forward, just because if Devin Haney is going to be at 147 now, if you're worried about his chin at 140, and granted, Ryan wasn't 140 in that fight, but if you're worried about Devin Haney's chin, him moving up in weight's not going to help him a ton because his power is going to be, well, even more diminished than it already had been. And on top of that, he's going to face stronger and stronger punchers. Jose Ramirez probably doesn't qualify in this regard because he'd be moving.
Greg Hackett believes Jose Ramirez is a tough challenge for Devin Haney. He warns that if Haney fails to execute his game plan properly, Ramirez will capitalize on the mistakes and potentially win the fight.
I think at a catch weight, I definitely wasn't expecting one. That's not a soft touch. That's not a tune-up. What's your thoughts on it?
People gonna try to say that's like a cherry pick, but it's not though. Jose Ramirez was like a top 40 pounder and he was a top prospect. You know what I'm saying? He had
Top amateur too.
Top amateur, yeah. So he got a big pedigree and, I mean, he been through some shit in boxing, yeah, but this ain't an easy fight. He a big guy too, big guy. And if you said catchweight, that means it's gonna be at like 44.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know, that's a good fight. Devin Haney, one thing about Devin Haney though, you can count on him, he gonna give you some type of fight. Like, he not gonna just give you, oh man. Like, he gonna give you something like, oh, it might be a dangerous draw. Especially coming out the fight with Ryan. Jose Ramirez is 90% offense coming to get you.
Coming off the Ryan fight at 144-pound catch weight, who do you feel like that favors?
I don't know. Because we got to see if Devin learned his lesson. We got to see if he learned his lesson. And we got to see if Jose Ramirez is healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And does this mean this is a fill out for 47?
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be an advantage for all of them. You feel me? I think it'll be an advantage for both. They both will be feeling good.
Who wins that fight?
I mean, Devin if he box. If you try to get crazy with Jose Ramirez, Jose Ramirez might take it. That's what kind of fight it is, I feel. You know what I mean? I can't side with either one because Dev, I don't know what's really going through his mind. I don't know what he's really thinking. I don't know what he's really been working on. What I think you should do, go in there and box. Just be you.
Shope is the adult says Devin Haney is stepping up for greatness as he prepares to face Jose Ramirez in a tough battle. This won't be an easy fight, as Ramirez has only suffered 2 losses in his career. His powerful left hook remains his most dangerous weapon.
Out of the 2, Ryan Garcia versus Rolly and Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, Devin Haney has the harder fight. Hey, not only is Ramirez a tough competitor, he only lost twice. And he lost against Josh Taylor and Barbosa. Josh Taylor. And Ramirez fought hooker and shit. And listen, Ramirez's best punch is his left hook. That prepares him for Ryan. But number 2, Rolly is allergic to left hooks, especially counters. Ryan's left hook is one of the best punches in the world today. It's like Wilder's right hand. You know it's coming, and you can't pause, and you can't do shit about it. Ryan may go viral on that knockout, while Devin Haney is in a damn blood and guts knife fight, and y'all don't appreciate it.
Jose Ramirez, a seasoned professional and former world champion, is excited about his upcoming fight against Devin Haney. He sees this as a major opportunity to secure a big win and further solidify his legacy in the boxing world.
Brian, I think that's very good up Ryan versus Haney, but I don't know, big stuff, man.
Well, 47, he's a 35 pounder. That's a big jump, no?
He does have a good overhand. And
Ryan was the same thing, you know. He was also
30, 35, 40, yeah.
30, 35, 40, now 47. So, there we could say that they're both going up.
Okay, now, one of your fighters is rumored, I saw a lot of pictures on the internet, Jose Ramirez.
According to the stats, Jose Ramirez holds a power advantage over Devin Haney with a knockout percentage of 62% compared to Haney's 48%. While Haney is the younger fighter at 26, making him 6 years younger than Ramirez, Ramirez still has a slight height and reach advantage, both by 1 inch. Boxing experts praise Ramirez for his incredible conditioning and strong will to win. His endurance and relentless fighting style make him a tough opponent for any fighter, including Haney, who will need to be prepared for the pressure Ramirez brings.
So, Charles, I have a serious question for you. If Jose Ramirez fights Devin Haney, how are you going to work with him on running a marathon within 12 rounds? Because Devin runs a lot. No, I'm serious. It's not a funny question. Serious.
Listen, one thing about Jose Ramirez is he has incredible conditioning, will, drive. You know, so they won't. The one thing that will not happen with Jose Ramirez, he just won't get tired.
He's not going to get tired.
Jose can throw 1,000 power punches in a fight. He might say, "Yeah, I was tired," but he's not gonna, he's not gonna slow down. He's not gonna weaken. He's not gonna, right? Part of that is iron will as well. So we worked together for many years. He's ready for that. That's not happening.
It's a nice watch, Charles. Who got it for you?
Myself.
That's nice. And you took your other watch? You took your other watch?
I got a bunch of watches. I like watches. They're not expensive watches.
It looks expensive.
I don't buy. They're nice, but I get nice ones. My son got me a watch for my birthday.
How old is he?
He's 9.
Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney will fight on the same night, creating a huge event for boxing fans. While Haney faces Jose Ramirez, Garcia will take on Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Both matchups are expected to be thrilling, making 2025 an exciting year for boxing.
YouTube, we're back again with some more breaking boxing news in the boxing world. We talk about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, both set to face former world champions on the same night. It's going to be Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. These are per sources. Oh my God, that's going to be a big night. So if they both win their matches, you know they're going to be the setting up for the rematch. You know that's what's going on YouTube. I bring you all the news, try to bring you the breaking news as fast as I can possible. And this is for y'all. I always appreciate the thumbs up. And if you ain't got to eat up, keep the news, subscribe. Good fight coming up. 2025 is looking good.
As a world champion, Jose Ramirez is determined to do whatever it takes to secure victory. He appears confident heading into the fight, showing that he is fully prepared for the challenge that lies ahead.
For someone to beat me, they're gonna have to want it even more, man. They're gonna sweat it. You know, they're gonna have to go past their own limits. They're gonna have to go through pain, because I'm gonna make them go through pain. You have to. And
they have to be willing to die.
And I'm willing to do that, man.
Devin Haney is officially set to fight Jose Ramirez, likely at a catch weight of 144 to 147 pounds. Ramirez is coming off a loss to Arnold Barboza, raising questions about why Haney chose him instead of a higher caliber opponent. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia is teasing a fight against a top contender like Teofimo Lopes, contradicting claims that he's avoiding Haney. Haney previously blamed his loss to Garcia on banned substances, yet he's now facing a lesser opponent. This situation challenges the narrative against Garcia, and fans are eagerly awaiting official fight announcements to see how everything plays out.
Says Devin could fight Jose Ramirez. That's a 140-pounder. They're talking about moving up to 147, so I would imagine if Devin fought Ramirez instead of catch weight, 144 or something, to 147. Plus, Ramirez is coming off the Barboza loss on that card with Zepeda and Williams Zepeda and Tevin Farmer from Latino night. So why would Devin fight a guy like Jose Ramirez off of a loss if Ryan fights somebody T.O. caliber or whatever he's teasing, which sounds like a good name? Again, the Haniac said Ryan is ducking Devin, so it's going to be very hard for the Haniac content creators who said, oh, Ryan doesn't want to be clean. he doesn't want to fight Devin clean in a rematch. It's going to be hard to sell that notion that they put out if Ryan fights a guy like Tio or somebody who's a top guy, which he's making it sound like. And then you have Devin. He's claiming that the only reason he lost to Ryan is steroids, SARMs. It's because of Osterring. So why are you fighting a guy like Jose Ramirez if that's who they select? So I can't wait for Turkey.
Ryan Garcia defeated Devin Haney by knockout in their last fight, but Garcia later tested positive for PEDs, raising doubts about the legitimacy of his win. Now that Garcia is free from banned substances, fans are eager for a rematch to determine who truly has the greater potential.
You go back to the drawing board and you're trying to figure out where did I go wrong. And I couldn't figure it out. I fought a guy who did everything wrong leading up to the fight. Me doing everything right. Great team, great coaches, great game plan. It's just hard to beat somebody when, you know, they dope him. We seen a different Ryan Garcia than we seen leading up to the Tank fight. It was just totally different. Me, I'm not having no sex. I'm not doing nothing. I'm getting my rest, doing everything. How can that determine the outcome of a 12-round fight? And then when the PD situation came out, that's when I was like, that makes sense.
The boxing world is becoming more exciting thanks to Turkey Alec, whose influence has played a key role in making major matchups happen. Fans have been eagerly awaiting these big fights. Dalton Smith has shown interest in these headline events and believes it's a great opportunity for Devin Haney to challenge himself by stepping into the mix and facing tough opponents.
I won't take too much more of it. Thank you for speaking to me. And I was right, no, I'm not going to finish off on that because some other fights were announced. Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez. Just want to quickly get your thoughts on that, as how things unfold with that bout.
Yeah, I think it's a good fight. Obviously a good fight for Devin to get back into the mix. And there's going to be some big fights made in the next year, 18 months at the 140-pound division.
Also got the Ryan Garcia Rolly Romero fight, and that's just your take on that.
Yeah, like again, another good fight for both fighters to get back into the mix, and yeah, some good fights.
Now we can finish the interview, Dalton. Thanks.
Showbiz The Adult discussed Devin the American Dream Haney's future, predicting that if Haney beats Jose Ramirez and Ryan Garcia defeats Isaac Pitbull Cruz, they will face each other in October for a rematch. The winner would then fight Teofimo Lopes at 140 pounds as Lopes prepares for welterweight.
Dream Haney versus Ramirez. And then Ryan Garcia, if he gets past Pitbull Cruz and Devin Haney gets past Ramirez, Ryan Garcia versus Devin the American Dream Haney in October for their rematch. After that, the winner fights Teofimo Lopez at 147. So from my understanding, I'm not sure if, I guess Ryan Garcia and Isak is going to be at a catchweight, I believe. And I believe Devin Haney, who said goodbye to 140, I believe that he's going to have a catchweight with Ramirez. Then they're going to fight each other, I believe, at a catchweight. But they will fight Teofimo Lopez, whoever wins all of that their brackets, whoever wins to come out of that will fight Teofimo Lopez at 147, which is why you saw Teofimo Lopez, getting at Devin Haney and saying, hey, look, I'm trying to get boots. Who you about to fight, Ramirez? So that lets you know that Teofimo Lopez is going to campaign at welterweight 147. That's where he's going to be. While Ryan Garcia and Devin the American Dream Haney, due to Devin Haney, will be working their way up to 147. Got it. So I just want to tell you guys, I want to apologize for all of you guys who were in the Showbiz The Morning podcast where I said confirmed Teofimo Lopez versus Ryan Garcia. I was confused, so I confused you guys. So I apologize. But still, the point remains, those guys are going to be taking each other on. Now, I know that there's a concern about Isak Pitbull Cruz having his fight February 1st on the undercard of the David Benavidez and David Morrell.
Teofimo Lopes shared his thoughts on the Haney versus Ramirez fight, suggesting that Haney might have the advantage since Ramirez hasn't fought in a while. Regarding a potential rematch between Haney and Ryan Garcia, Lopes stated that he would pick Garcia to win. If Garcia wins, Lopes plans to fight the winner next. Many boxing fans are eager to see a rematch between Haney and Garcia, as the controversy surrounding their previous fight has only increased interest. Fans want to see who truly deserves the victory. Despite the hype, Haney has shown little interest in facing Garcia again, leading to speculation that he may be avoiding him due to the outcome of their last fight.
Honestly, I'm not too interested in it. During the build-up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character. We've seen the guy cheat. I never fought, and a guy has been that much better than me. I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. I don't see myself ever, getting back in the ring.
Devin Haney has faced significant criticism from boxing fans despite his achievements. Many consider him a boring fighter who carefully picks easier opponents, benefits from questionable judging decisions, and lacks charisma. These factors have contributed to a negative perception of him. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.